Hey! If this isn't a way to start off a video, I don't know what is. I've done a lot of things on the internet in terms of just like not caring and showing like the real me, you know, crying, not wearing makeup, taking you to the doctors. But this is really the bottom of the barrel. This is as authentic as it gets. Hi, good morning, happy Monday. I hope you guys are doing well. I just got back from the hair salon. So last week I had gotten like some weird 24-hour flu. I think I talked about it in a video. And so I had to cancel my hair appointment, but like my hair has a tendency, like right at the appointment time, like 2 days before, all of a sudden my roots just like jet out. And so if I'm not like consistent with like this, I think we do like every 5 or 6 weeks. If I'm not consistent, it's like holy moly. And so I was so sad, more than anything, more than the fact that I was upset that I was like literally vomiting and couldn't eat and like was worried about the baby. But like a close second to that was me being upset about the fact that I couldn't go get my hair done. So my friend squeezed me in, me in this morning, early this morning, like 9 a.m. To just put the color on, and then I'll wash it off in 45 minutes. So I wanted to show you what's happening today. I'm also waiting for my neighbors to go in so I don't have to ride the elevator with them like this. But yes, here we are. This is like giving me COVID vibes when she would like come over and we would like run outside and exchange color, and then my husband would put the color on me for me, which actually he was pretty good at. But here we are. So today I figured I would take you along with me on our weekend journey. My birthday was this past Tuesday, and so my girlfriends are throwing me a little birthday party today at this great, like, it's a winery, an outdoor venue. Obviously I can't drink, but I love just the I have these neighbors who are so loud. Like, most of our neighbors here are so quiet, but there's like one set of neighbors that are just like always causing a ruckus. They're interrupting this amazing vlog. How dare they? Okay, so my friends are throwing me a little party. It's at this winery, which again, can't drink, but I just love the ambiance of wineries, like outdoor. Everyone's like hustling and bustling. They have picnic tables, there's music, you can get food and you can bring in your own food. So we're just doing like an all girls day, which is really fun. And I feel like everyone kind of was excited to have an excuse to like leave their husbands and children behind and just come out for the day. So I'm gonna get ready for that, share with you what I'm wearing and all that jazz. And let's see where this day takes us, shall we? Now my hair is better and I'm all cleaned up. And this is my outfit of the day. What do you think, Jeff?
I wasn't aware I was involved in this.
You're my Instagram husband.
Well, who's your real husband?
You're also my real husband.
Why was I Instagram husband first?
I think that's just what they call it when you turn the camera on. When you make your husband turn on the camera.
I lose my humanity and become a robot?
Yeah.
Alright, robot likes white boots.
Thanks, robot.
Robot likes pregnant belly.
Thanks, robot. These are our wedding boots.
Our wedding boots?
Yeah.
I remember wearing them so fondly.
When I married my Instagram husband. Hey! Next day. Are you surprised? Shocker, I can't film a full video in one day. Always on the weekends, it's over the course of a couple days. Anyways, yesterday was a full, total blast. I had the best time. And considering the fact that this was like completely sober birthday, obviously, and it was so like last minute, sort of laid back, and I really had the best time ever. I just feel so grateful for this group of women that I feel like we've cultivated each other over the course of years, and have landed on this really special group of women who all came out, drove out really far. It was like a very like deep valley, if you're from around here. It was like far away in the deep valley, and just came out with like everyone's like best foot forward. And I just like, I like cried. Okay, granted, I am like so hormonal, and if you've watched my last like few weeks of videos, I've been like roller coaster of emotions. I'm kind of all over the place. I am giving myself grace and allowing myself to just feel the feels. But like on the car ride home, I was like literally in tears thinking about just like how lucky I am to have this supportive group of women who just are like magical and like love bugs and just are always there for me. Emotional. Anyways, this is all to say, one, I'm gonna talk about this in a folding video, but reaching out for help, specifically when you're in like a really, you know, sort of hermited, dark place is so necessary. I tend not to reach out to my friends when I'm struggling because I just feel like that's not my place in the friendship circle. I feel like I'm Miss Positive, but doing so has been so helpful. And again, I'll talk about that more. So every woman that was there yesterday was like, I had reached out to over the course of the last couple of weeks. And so they were just there with their full heart and their full support. And it was so fun. And I'm just so grateful. And two, like, you know, I think because of COVID, a lot of us have really struggled with maintaining in-person friendships and like face-to-face friendships, not just like internet friendships. Not to like diminish like text chains and stuff. Those have actually kept us like super afloat over the last 3 years, but like really working on harvesting friendships is so important in life, and I just can't emphasize it enough. I realize I'm really lucky to live in a town with a lot of people that I grew up with, so there is like this extra like golden ticket to friendship that I have because I've known a lot of these people for so long, but there are new friends in the mix that I've met over the last couple of years, and just like, if I can encourage you to really put in the time and effort with friends, or the, you know, work on making new acquaintances, meeting people through, you know, work or hobbies. If you can just try to cultivate some friends, even though I have the best family and the best husband, having some friends like to surround me, especially in times of need, is like the greatest gift of all times. So on my 40th birthday, one of the greatest lessons I have learned is cultivating friendships and really putting in the time and energy to be with them face to face. Okay, so that's enough of my like woo-woo, you know, spiritual thoughts of the moment. Now I just want to share with you some cool shit I got for my birthday. Everyone was super generous on my birthday this year. I have more bouquets of flowers than I know what to do with. I mean, literally every inch of my house is filled with flowers. People just sent me flowers, dropped off flowers. Your girl loves a flower, and it's like spring, so all the flowers are like super colorful and beautiful. My house does look like a funeral home a little bit. Like, I think we might have hit the max on the amount of bouquets one should have in their house at one time. But you know, I love them and I'm enjoying them, and they are all still flourishing. So definitely got a lot of bouquets. Very grateful for that. Also, I'm not like super materialistic. Like, I don't really need like gifts. Again, yesterday was like the greatest gift of all for all of us, just to be outdoors, sitting around, talking, laughing, eating. Like, that's where it's at for me. So Jeff knows this, my husband knows this, and so he got me an experience. For next week, we're going to a museum exhibit that I've been really wanting to go to, and then we're going to my favorite restaurant. Follow me on social media, and or I'm sure I'll vlog the experience after it's over to share that experience with you. I said experience so many times. Really looking forward to that. And like, Jeff and I also went out on my actual birthday. He took me to my favorite bakery, which is this killer gluten-free bagel place, and we walked around, and then we went to these gardens that I've been wanting to go to, and then we drove around neighborhoods that I've been wanting to look at. So I mean, he knows the key to my heart. Actually, my love language is quality time. So he nailed it. He also got me a few other things, including probably my favorite bouquet of all the bouquets. So there was that. But
sometimes getting a gift that you can hold is pretty awesome, and I'm not going to complain. I'm so grateful. So first up, I finally have entered the world of the Kindle. This is from my dad, which is so sweet. He was asking me what I wanted, and we're not like big present family, but I think because I was turning 40, it was like, all right, throw this chick a gift. And I realized the other night I'm having a little bit of trouble sleeping, and I was like, ooh, it would be so nice to read in the middle of the night, because that usually like calms me and puts me to sleep, but I don't want to turn on the light because Jeff's sleeping. And so I was like, you know, I think the time has come to get a Kindle. I love a paperback, a hardback. I love holding a book. Like, I love it. I love books so much, but I'm also running out of space in our house, and we're trying to like downsize our stuff and make room for the baby. So I'm like, okay, I think it's time. So I got my very first Kindle, and I'm really excited. Someone was like, why wouldn't you just get ask for an iPad? And I just like, I'm not a huge shocker tech person. I like to keep things pretty simplified. So I'm pretty excited about this. I do have a hardback book that I'm finishing right now, The Paris Apartment, which for some reason, has anyone read that? I'm having like an extremely hard time getting through it. I don't know if it's just where I am in life. Sometimes I can bust through books, and then sometimes my head is in so many places that it takes me like a really long time to read a book. I'm invested enough to finish it, and I know people love the book, but I'm having trouble with it. Curious to hear your thoughts on that. No spoilers, please. But as soon as I'm done with that, I'm gonna download my first book. I'm also gonna walk down to the library and get myself a library card, because I've turned 40 and I'm ready for my library card. And apparently you can rent books on Kindle. So I got my Kindle, which I'm really excited about. Then yesterday, some girlfriends, like I said, had come out, but some of them brought some gifts, which was so nice and so unnecessary. And one of them was this, and I thought this was so clever. It's #Preggers, an adult coloring book for pregnant women. And she had mentioned this because one time she was over here, I don't know how we got around to it, but I pulled out my coloring books and we just like sat and colored for hours and talked and like had the greatest time ever. So she's like, this reminded me of you, and it like couldn't be more perfect. And so I just thought this was like so clever, and also maybe the perfect time for me to start coloring again as just something to do besides scrolling on Instagram. Oh my God. I just think this is so, people are so brilliant that come up with these things. So love that. Of course, my friends know I'm the ultimate plant gal. So one of my gals gave me this great succulent piece. I don't know why I said that so slowly. Can never go wrong with the succulent. If you're trying to get your plant journey started, succulents are the best because they require very little love, which is wonderful. You can't really go wrong. I mean, you can. And if you've killed a succulent, don't feel bad, okay? We've all been there. That probably means you gave it too much sun and or you really didn't water it, but mostly it doesn't need very much watering or very much of anything. So this is really pretty. I'm excited about that. Tons of really beautiful cards. And then all the crystals. If my friends know one thing about me, it's crystals and plants. In fact, I'm gonna insert a picture right here. They got me a cake that was like a crystal and plant cake, which is so cute, gluten-free, vegan, the whole shebang, perfect. So I got an amethyst, which I've actually been wanting another amethyst. This is good for life power. Personal empowerment is its reward, allowing dreams into reality. We love that. Then Jessica got me two of the same stone in different forms. One is in this bracelet, which actually I really want to put on. And then in this, I forget what this is called. You got your spheres, you got your pyramids, you got your points. I feel like wand? No, there is a name for this. But let me read this to you. It made me cry, shocker, hormonal. Very emotional. This is the lotus jasper. It's the stone of rebirth. This stone derives its name from the glorious flower that closes every night and blooms every morning. Like its namesake, this stone represents the ability we all have to rise from the lowest points and become something beautiful, whether it be day after day or gradually. thought to help one build their emotional strength and with it, a sense of resilience. I mean, could this be more spot on? This is one of those examples where I like reached out to Jessica and I was telling her how I was feeling, and like she has been so supportive with words of affirmation and thoughts and ideas, and just like, you know, literal and figural, like putting her arms around me. And then she got me this rat ass stone that is just a perfect example of what I need. So there you go, there's that. And then another friend got me 3 more stones. This is a Dalmatian stone, a carnelian, and I forget what this one is. Pink Manjango calcite. Helps you let go of your deeply held emotional beliefs and patterns. Supports you by connecting you to love energy and bringing you a feeling of wholeness and completeness. And a calming and soothing stone that fills your heart with self-love and universal love. I love stones. What can I say? I love a good stone. I love my friends for getting me stones. My brother got me a massage. My brother and my sister-in-law got me a pregnancy massage, which I really need to go do. Jeff had gotten me one of those too, and so now I have two massages to go get. I just need to like actually like book it and go. My brother and sister-in-law also got me this Kendra Scott necklace, which is so pretty, and it's got a rose quartz inside. Again, everyone knows crystals are where it's at for me. And I think that's it for the moment. Oh, my mom got me flowers. She also got me a whole Easter basket full of fun stuff, since my birthday always lands around Easter. I feel like I'm forgetting a handful of things. Regardless, I was just really feeling very grateful this year, and for all your love and support on the gender reveal video. Oh my God, you guys are just so cute and over the moon. I forgot a very important element, and I feel really bad about forgetting this important element. It's not that I forgot, I just forgot to share this element because I had all this pressure to like share this gender reveal and figure out how to do it in video form. And then finally I was like, okay, just sit down and do it. And so I just sat down and did it. But I forgot, like, oh my God, one of the like most important key moments in all of this is that the night before we got the phone call, Jeff was having like a really rough night. He like couldn't sleep. He was in the other room, and he said he like popped up at one point and he was having like a dizzy spell, which he's not like prone to like vertigo or anything. He was having a dizzy spell, and he like heard a voice. Can't describe whose voice it was, but he like heard a voice that said, "It's a girl." I am not joking, okay? This is crazy. This is like crazy making. He tells me this after the fact, obviously. So the next morning, I wake up and I like roll over, and he's like, "Oh my God, I had such a dizzy spell last night. By the way, it's a girl." I was like, "What?" He's like, "I'm just saying, it's just a girl." And I didn't get the full story until later. So he goes back to sleep. Oh my God, someone just walked by I don't know why my heart just dropped. Okay, he goes back to sleep. And then that's when I get the phone call from the doctor, and then that's when I get back in bed, and then he tells me the story after we listen to the thing. But Jeff knew it was a girl, and the whole time before that, he had no inclination, no feeling, like no preference, but that all of a sudden, that morning, in like the middle of the night, he wakes up, dizzy spell, it's a girl, says it out loud to me, and then later tells me the whole story. Crazy, wild, weird, woo-woo. Oh, the crystals and weird things happening over here. Anyways, there you go. Oh my God, I just looked in the viewfinder and this is happening right now. I'm so sorry. I was supposed to, today is Easter. I got a chance to speak via FaceTime with all of my god babies. I don't know if you guys know this. I think I've talked about it, but it's been a while. I have 5 godchildren from 2 different families. So I got to speak with them, and all of them were eating so much candy today, and I was so excited for them, and so worried for their parents, for the aftermath, for the crash. But my mom and I were supposed to get together today and do a whole IKEA day, but she got the stomach flu, which I feel like guilty that perhaps I gave it to her. Oh my God, my neighbor just knocked on the door. 1 second. By the way, since I'm standing, here's the bump. Crazy, right? Anyway, sorry, my neighbor just knocked on the door because I had left him some candy. He's a 7, 8-year-old. I get like ages 7 through like 9 all mixed up. He's one of those ages, so we left him some candy for Easter. Anyways, my mom got the stomach flu, which I feel really guilty about because I feel like I probably gave it to her. But we were gonna go to IKEA today to start sort of the closet reno for baby to come. But stay tuned for that. If you guys wanna see, like, do you wanna go in-store to IKEA? I like love watching videos of people going in-store to IKEA. So if you want that, let me know and I will provide. I love you guys. Sorry, today was just like a random chat. But I just wanted to let you guys know how special you are too to me and how much you meant to me on my birthday as well. Just all the love, man. I'm really trying to be grateful and see the good. It's so easy to focus on the negative stuff and the worry and the stress. But really taking a beat to be like, whoa, I am legit #blessed. So thank you guys. Looking forward to another great week with you guys. If you have any suggestions of things you want to see, absolutely let me know. I realized I haven't done like a try on video in a while. I've been trying to like kind of scale back on my spending, but I definitely can go into the mall if that's of interest to you, or if there's anything else you want to see me try, let me know. Oh, yes. One of my gifts were from my 2 best friends. They got me a month subscription to Newly, so I will definitely be having another Newly try on soon. So stay tuned for that. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye.